I'll be talking about computer viruses, some of the major kinds, what are the damages that could do, and about some of them, some questions that one may ask about computer viruses that are not really answered, and how it majorly spreads. So first of all, it's the worm. The worm is the most common kind because it's the easiest to make. It spreads a lot because it duplicates itself and sends itself through emails and spams. It's used to slow down computers, and it's used to also steal identities. And it's most spread too. Spyware is not actually a virus. It's mostly a number of viruses that are called as spyware. From its name, you can know it's used for spying. For example, the Trojan malwares, they are used for taking information from other computers, not destroying them. So first, I'll be talking about the Trojan. The Trojan is one of the most dangerous of them because it can take over the computer, and the hacker has control of the computer. He can copy information, he can edit information, he can delete information, and he just has control like any other user. Crimeware, you can know also from its name, it's used usually for stealing bank accounts. It could used for stealing visas. Some hackers use it for interfering with businesses, for stealing money too. And blended threat is not very common because it's very hard to do. It's basically something, all of the kinds I've talked about, just in one virus. So you can do basically anything in the computer. You can access your computer and hack bank accounts, take anything you want, just a mix of all of these. One of the most common kinds that ways to spread is the email. Emails, usually they're spreading spams. So when you get an email, you open the email and you're getting a virus, and you never notice it. Another kind that is also spread nowadays, since people do not want to pay for software, they search for pirated programs. Pirated programs are sometimes attached to a virus. When you download your pirated software, you get the virus automatically with the pirated software, and you do not know that. Downloading infected software is close to pirated software, only that sometimes it's not the software you want. You just download the virus, and you do not get what you want in the end. So you get only the virus and nothing more. Another kind is getting it from the internet. It is very rare, but it happens. Just opening the web page and you got the virus downloaded. Just opening the web page. This is the example. Opening the web page and the virus is downloaded automatically. Nothing to do with it. It could be also as receiving a message. Receiving a message, you download the virus automatically to the computer, or would send you a link, something like that, tell you, hey, look, this is your profile picture, check it out. You go to open the link and find the virus. Hackers usually do that for getting control or access over your computer, taking information from it, something such. The Morris worm is one of the worms that spread over in the 1988. It took over the 6,000 computers of the 60,000 originally there. Now its source code is in the Boston Museum. The code is published there. The CIH, it's the anniversary of a nuclear explosion, reactor. It's a nuclear reactor, it's exploded in April 26. So every April 26, a hacker did it. For this virus to publish. It slows down its computer. Nimda is another kind. It's a blended threat. It was made for economical damage of countries. And 1 week later, after this was published, 9/11 happened. So some people related that Fada could have done this virus for economic damage. Stormworm is another kind. It's used for backdoor viruses. its main purpose is to steal identities. So it was published for stealing identities. It took over much of the internet. The slammer, they called it the one that ate the internet because in 10 minutes it took over 60,000 computers. 10 minutes only. So some countries thought it was an organized attack because it was very intense. The Flicker, it's another virus that was very hard to stop because basically what it does, the second it starts getting into your computer, it stops all the antivirus you have and stops all the access of any antivirus sites you have, so you can not stop. The I Love You virus, it's common because it took over 50 million computers, even took over the CIA and the Pentagon, but they had to shut their emails because of the virus. So common questions people may ask. Can you get the virus when your computer is off? You cannot get the virus when your computer is off because there is no way to get in unless you have a virus previously in your computer that it has a time to trigger when your computer was off. So when the second you start the computer, you'll find the virus. What a virus cannot do. I talked much about what viruses can do, how much damage they can do, but something they cannot do that people think it could be done is damage your hardware. Hardware cannot be damaged by any kind of virus because it cannot relate together. The virus is software and this is hardware, they cannot.
Right.